¿Qué concha es eso?
August 1st, 2021. The sun dipped low over Ecatepec, one of Mexico's busiest urban regions, when something strange appeared in the sky. People stopped mid-sentence. Traffic halted. Phones pointed upward. What
Con el mío sí se alcanza a ver bien, güey. Ahorita se los paso. Sí, güey.
What hovered silently above them was unlike anything they'd seen before. A star-shaped, metallic object, eerily still against the wind-streaked sky. Thousands watched in disbelief. No noise, no motion, just a presence, unnerving, impossible to ignore, and captured on camera from multiple angles. What followed was a flood of footage, theories, and fear, as the internet lit up with speculation. Was it a drone? A military craft? Or something not of this earth? In a country with a long, mysterious history of unexplained aerial encounters, this one stood apart, clear, public, and without warning. Today, we go beyond the headlines, the hashtags, and the hoaxes to uncover what really happened when they filmed a terrifying UFO above Mexico.
On American television, an in-depth look at the largest documented UFO sighting in history.
The star-shaped UFO over Ecatepec on the afternoon of Sunday, August 1st, 2021, the usually bustling skies above Ecatepec, a populous municipality in the state of Mexico, became the stage for one of the most enigmatic and widely discussed UFO sightings in recent memory. What unfolded was an extraordinary event that left residents both fascinated and unsettled. A star-shaped, unidentified flying object, UFO, hovering silently in broad daylight, defying all conventional explanations. Eyewitnesses described the object as a metallic, star-shaped craft, unlike anything typically seen in the skies. It was not a simple disk or orb, but a complex geometric form with sharp, pointed protrusions extending symmetrically from its core, resembling a three-dimensional star or a spiked sphere. The object shimmered under the afternoon sun, reflecting light in dazzling patterns that captured the attention of many onlookers. Multiple videos and photographs surfaced almost immediately on social media platforms, particularly TikTok, where users documented the object from different angles and distances. The footage shows the craft maintaining a steady hover over the city, seemingly unaffected by wind or atmospheric conditions. Its movements were minimal, almost deliberate, as if it were observing or scanning the area below. The sighting quickly went viral, sparking intense debate and speculation. Residents shared their experiences, describing a mix of awe and unease. Children pointed excitedly at the sky, while adults whispered theories ranging from secret military technology to extraterrestrial visitors. The unusual shape and behavior of the craft distinguished this event from more common UFO reports, which often involve simple lights or disks. The viral nature of the videos also attracted the attention of UFO researchers and enthusiasts worldwide. The star-shaped design was noted as particularly rare and intriguing, as most UFO sightings tend to feature more conventional shapes, such as disks, spheres, or triangles. This unique geometry added an extra layer of mystery, prompting questions about the origin and purpose of the craft. Some UFO experts and commentators have suggested that the star-shaped UFO could represent advanced surveillance technology, possibly experimental drones or secret aerospace vehicles developed by a government or private entity. However, the object's size, shape, and behavior do not match any known aircraft or drone technology publicly acknowledged. Scott Waring, a well-known UFO researcher, remarked on the significance of such sightings in Mexico, highlighting the country's frequent encounters with unexplained aerial phenomena. He noted that Mexico's geography, including its active volcanoes and mountainous regions, makes it an ideal location for extraterrestrial bases or secret operations. Waring emphasized the seriousness of the Ecatepec footage, stating that the residents' efforts to focus and capture the object on camera indicated a genuine and extraordinary event. Mexico has long been a hotspot for UFO sightings, with numerous reports near major cities like Mexico City and Mterrey, as well as around the active volcano Popocatépetl. The Ecatepec sighting fits into a broader pattern of mysterious aerial phenomena in the region, often characterized by unusual shapes, silent movement, and prolonged observation periods. The star-shaped UFO's appearance in daylight and its clear photographic documentation make it one of the most compelling cases in recent years. Unlike fleeting lights or blurry shapes, this craft's distinct form and steady presence challenge skeptics and fuel ongoing discussions about the nature of these phenomena. Despite the extensive footage and eyewitness accounts, no official explanation has been provided by Mexican authorities or international agencies. The silence has only deepened the mystery, leaving residents and observers with lingering questions. What is the origin of this star-shaped craft? Is it a form of advanced human technology or something extraterrestrial? Why did it choose to appear over a densely populated area like Ecatepec? Was it conducting surveillance, sending a message, or simply passing through? The lack of propulsion sounds, the craft's geometric precision, and its refusal to move away quickly suggest capabilities far beyond known human technology. The Mexico City UFO Armada. On July 11, 1991, Mexico City became the epicenter of what is often described as one of the largest mass UFO sightings in modern history. The city, already abuzz with anticipation for a rare total solar eclipse, unwittingly became host to a phenomenon that would puzzle witnesses, scientists, and skeptics for decades to come. As millions of residents and visitors gathered to witness the celestial event, their eyes were drawn not only to the darkened sun, but to something far more inexplicable. A bright, hovering object in the midday sky. The total solar eclipse of July 11, 1991, was a highly anticipated event in Mexico. Astronomers, tourists, and locals alike prepared to observe the rare spectacle, with many equipped with cameras and telescopes. As the moon began to cover the sun, plunging the city into an eerie twilight, thousands of people gazed upward. It was in this moment of collective awe that the extraordinary occurred. A luminous, disc-shaped object appeared, hovering motionless above the city. Eyewitnesses described the object as a large, stationary white or metallic light, clearly visible against the darkened sky. Some reported seeing it for as long as 30 minutes, while others captured the phenomenon on home video cameras, a technological novelty at the time, which would prove crucial in documenting the event. What sets the 1991 Mexico City sighting apart from other UFO incidents is the sheer number of witnesses and the volume of evidence collected. Estimates suggest that up to 40,000 people may have seen the object that day, including respected journalist Jaime Maussan, who would later become a prominent figure in Mexican ufology. The incident was not confined to Mexico City alone. Reports of similar sightings came from other cities across central Mexico, suggesting a phenomenon of considerable scale. Multiple videos from different vantage points surfaced, each showing a bright object hovering in the sky during the eclipse. These recordings were later broadcast on national television, including the program 60 Minutos, the Mexican version of 60 Minutes, prompting thousands of viewers to call in and report their own experiences. The convergence of eyewitness testimony, photographic evidence, and video footage made this event one of the most thoroughly documented mass UFO sightings ever. The aftermath of the sighting saw a flurry of speculation and investigation. Ufologists hailed the event as proof of extraterrestrial visitation, pointing to the consistency of witness reports and the apparent intelligence behind the object's movement. Some even linked the sighting to ancient Mayan prophecies, claiming that the eclipse and the UFO signaled the dawn of a new era of enlightenment, as foretold in the legend of the sixth sun. However, skepticism quickly emerged. Subsequent analysis of the footage and reports suggested more mundane explanations. Astronomers and skeptics argued that the object many people saw was likely the planet Venus, which was particularly bright and visible during the eclipse. Others proposed that a high-altitude weather balloon could have been responsible for some of the sightings. The glare and optical effects caused by the eclipse may have also contributed to misidentifications, especially among those not using proper eclipse glasses. Despite these rational explanations, many witnesses remained unconvinced. The persistence of the object, its apparent lack of movement, and the volume of independent video evidence continued to fuel belief in a genuine anomaly. Jaime Maussan, in particular, became a vocal proponent of the extraterrestrial hypothesis, dedicating much of his later career to investigating and publicizing UFO phenomena in Mexico. The 1991 Mexico City UFO Armada left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of Mexico and the global UFO community. It inspired a wave of interest in the skies, with subsequent years seeing an uptick in reported sightings and a burgeoning community of amateur skywatchers armed with cameras. The event also cemented Mexico's reputation as a global hotspot for unexplained aerial phenomena. For some, the incident remains a textbook case of mass misperception during a rare astronomical event. For others, it is a tantalizing glimpse of the unknown, a moment when the ordinary world was interrupted by something truly extraordinary. Whether a trick of the light, a misidentified planet, or an encounter with the unexplained, the Mexico City UFO Armada of 1991 endures as one of the most mysterious and hotly debated chapters in the annals of ufology. The Veraracruz flying humanoid, among the many strange and unexplainable UFO phenomena reported in Mexico, the flying humanoid sightings stand out as some of the most bizarre and unsettling. Unlike the classic saucer-shaped craft or glowing orbs, these encounters involve human-like figures, sometimes winged, sometimes not, seen floating or flying through the skies of Mexico, particularly in the early 2000s. Nowhere did this phenomenon capture the public imagination more than in the state of Veracruz, a region already steeped in UFO lore and mysterious aerial events. The wave of flying humanoid sightings is often traced back to March 2000, when Salvador Guerrero, a respected skywatcher from Colonia Agricola Oriental, Mexico City, made a discovery that would ignite a new chapter in Mexican UFO research. Guerrero, who had spent years filming the skies and documenting UFOs, was conducting his routine skywatch on the roof of his home when he noticed a dark object high above. Expecting to see another conventional UFO, he zoomed in with his camera and was stunned by what appeared in his viewfinder. Instead of a disc or orb, Guerrero captured footage of a dark, humanoid figure floating at high altitude. The figure appeared to have arms and legs outstretched and remained stationary for several minutes, spinning slowly in the air. After a period of eerie stillness, the humanoid began to move, eventually disappearing behind a building. Guerrero's experience, documented on video, was so unusual that it quickly drew the attention of both local and international UFO researchers. Guerrero's sighting, was not an isolated incident. As news of his footage spread, more skywatchers and ordinary citizens began reporting similar encounters. In February 2000, Amado Marquez, another experienced skywatcher from Cuernavaca, Morelos, revealed that he too had captured a strange figure on video. Marquez described seeing a little man flying horizontally in a standing position, legs apart, with no visible parachute, wings, or support. The sheer oddity of the sighting initially made Marquez reluctant to share the footage, but Guerrero's experience encouraged him to come forward. The phenomenon continued throughout the year. In July 2000, Gerardo Valenzuela, also from Cuernavaca, filmed a tall, dark figure with humanoid characteristics descending slowly over the valley, eventually vanishing behind a hill. Each new sighting added to the growing sense of mystery and unease, as the descriptions and video evidence defied easy explanation. The flying humanoid phenomenon was not limited to ground-based observers. On October 1, 2000, La Prensa newspaper published a report from a commercial airline pilot for Aero California. The pilot, who chose to remain anonymous, claimed that he and his co-pilot saw a little flying man at the same altitude as their plane during descent into Mexico City's airport. The pilot described the figure as having a kind of backpack and flying freely, with clearly visible arms and legs. Such testimony from trained aviation professionals lent credibility and an extra layer of eeriness to the phenomenon. Perhaps the most confounding incident occurred on February 14, 2004, when Ana Luisa Tid and two other witnesses videotaped what would become known as the entity reunion in the sky. The footage shows a large dark body with a vibrating upper structure, almost stationary in the air. As the witnesses watched, a smaller dark object appeared and was seemingly absorbed by the larger one. The two then split apart, with the lower body resembling a cloaked creature, and the upper part vibrating like a winged entity. The objects eventually rejoined and disappeared into the horizon. This event, with its surreal choreography and inexplicable behavior, remains one of the most controversial and debated sightings in Mexican UFO history. These flying humanoid sightings sparked intense debate among both the public and the UFO research community. Some skeptics suggested the figures could be misidentified balloons, kites, or even elaborate hoaxes. However, the consistency of the descriptions, the credibility of the witnesses, including experienced skywatchers and airline pilots, and the existence of multiple independent videos made such explanations difficult to sustain. The Puebla Fleet Incident. In November 2018, the skies above Puebla, Mexico, became the stage for a chilling and spectacular UFO sighting that captivated residents and UFO enthusiasts alike. Dozens of witnesses reported seeing a fleet of glowing orbs moving silently in perfect formation across the night sky. This eerie display was not only captured on video by multiple observers, but also triggered a wave of speculation and unease throughout the region. The objects seen over Puebla were described as spherical, luminous orbs that glided smoothly and silently in synchronized patterns. Videos shared by witnesses show the orbs shifting positions, forming geometric shapes, and moving with a precision that suggested intelligence behind their movements. The sight was mesmerizing, almost hypnotic, but also deeply unsettling due to its silent and unnatural nature. Local media quickly picked up the story, broadcasting eyewitness footage and interviews. The synchronized movement of the orbs, combined with their glowing intensity, made it clear this was no ordinary aerial phenomenon. Many residents reported a palpable sense of unease, as if the orb's presence was not just a visual spectacle, but something that affected the atmosphere itself. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Puebla incident was the reaction of animals in the vicinity. Residents noted that dogs barked frantically and birds scattered from trees as the orbs passed overhead. This unusual behavior among animals added a layer of mystery, suggesting that the phenomenon was perceived beyond human senses. The atmosphere in Puebla during and after the sighting was described as tense. People reported a strange feeling of being watched or observed, as if the fleet was conducting a silent survey of the city. This collective unease contributed to the incident's lasting impact on the community. Despite the widespread attention, no official explanation was provided by Mexican authorities. The military and government remained silent, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories. UFO researchers analyzed the footage, debating the nature of the orbs. Some skeptics proposed that the lights could have been advanced drones, given their formation and movement. However, the lack of any sound, visible propulsion, or conventional drone characteristics challenged this theory. Others suggested natural phenomena such as ball lightning or atmospheric plasma, but the coordinated patterns and the duration of the sighting made these explanations unlikely. The incident echoes other well-documented UFO cases in Mexico, such as the 2004 Mexican Air Force infrared footage over Campeche, where pilots filmed multiple lights that were later suggested to be oil platform flares, but initially sparked intense speculation about extraterrestrial craft. The Puebla fleet sighting added to Mexico's rich tapestry of UFO lore, where sightings are often intertwined with cultural beliefs and local legends. The region's history of volcanic activity and mystical landscapes provides a backdrop that makes such phenomena even more evocative. Social media played a crucial role in spreading the footage and eyewitness accounts, allowing the incident to reach a global audience. This digital sharing helped cement Puebla's place on the map as a hotspot for unexplained aerial phenomena. More recently, in January 2023, a photo taken near Puebla showed a strange object near the erupting Ecatepec volcano, which some interpreted as a UFO. Such sightings reinforce the idea that Puebla and its surroundings are a nexus for unexplained aerial phenomena. The Mterrey Black Triangle. The Mterrey Black Triangle sighting in 2015 stands out as one of Mexico's most unnerving UFO encounters. Witnesses described a massive, silent triangular craft gliding through the night sky over Mterrey, a major northern city. The object was reportedly larger than a commercial airliner, with 3 bright lights at its corners and a dark, nearly invisible body that cast an eerie shadow over the city. Its silent, smooth movement defied conventional aircraft behavior, leaving observers in awe and fear. Black triangle UFOs are a well-documented global phenomenon, often reported at night as large, silent, slow-moving objects with pulsating colored lights that can turn off, creating the illusion of a solid, dark shape. The UK Ministry of Defence's declassified Project Condign report speculates that some black triangle sightings might be caused by atmospheric plasma formations, charged gas clouds that can appear as dark triangular shapes due to light reflection effects. However, this theory is debated and not universally accepted. The Mterrey sighting shares characteristics with many black triangle reports worldwide, including the absence of sound, unusual flight patterns, and the presence of bright corner lights. Witnesses sometimes describe a strange physical sensation, such as pressure or vibration, as the craft passes overhead, suggesting an electromagnetic or other unknown field effect. Despite extensive eyewitness accounts and video footage, no official explanation or military acknowledgement has been provided for the Mterrey event. The Ecatepec UFO sighting remains an enduring mystery, captivating and unsettling. With compelling eyewitness accounts and striking footage, It challenges our understanding of the skies above Mexico, inviting us to keep questioning what lies beyond and reminding us that some secrets may never be fully revealed. What do you think these mysterious UFOs over Mexico really are? Advanced military tech, extraterrestrial visitors, or something else entirely? Drop your theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.